Hi, in this video, we're going to go through the basic navigation of service management automation environment. We'll take a look at a number of different things. So here I'm just sitting at the login screen, so I'll go ahead and log in as myself. Using my own browser password. So upon logging in, you could get presented with one of two different pages. You could get presented with a dashboard, which looks like this in an empty tenant. In this case, this tenant has been provisioned, but there hasn't been any data entered into the tenant as of yet. So it's just literally a brand new blank tenant. So you could be presented with a dashboard like this, or you potentially could be presented with the self-service portal, which will look like this, which will be relatively empty at the moment. If you do get presented with the self-service portal, feel free to click around. One of the things that you should note is your user should have a drop down up here with an agent interface on it. And if you go to that agent interface, you will be taken back to the dashboard that we started at. So this video is going to cover the dashboard navigation and the navigation inside of the agent interfacer. So first off, the major menu that gets leveraged is in the upper left-hand corner. We call this the mega menu. It's split out into a plan, build, run mentalities. So under plan, we've got things like service portfolio, catalog, time period, service levels, and vendor management. Underneath build, we have change, release, knowledge, service asset, and configuration management, surveys, and then design for design and deploy. Underneath run, this is where a lot of the day-to-day activity will occur for users of the service management automation system. So service request, incident problem, we've got on-call schedules there. There's some financials, cost governance, insights, and then deployment operations as well. Over on the far right-hand side, we've got some relatively static options. We've got a quick link to get back to the dashboard, tasks if we need to, approvals, reports, and the service portal as we saw earlier. Also, since I'm logged in as administrator, you can see that I have a lot of administration options. So we've got things like the studio, which is where a lot of the configuration happens. We've got master data for people, locations, categories, that sort of thing. We've got integration utilities, packages, sample data, as well as a number of other things over underneath configuration. That's a quick run through of the mega menu. Up top, you'll see that, and most pages will have, we call these tabs up top. So dashboard is one tab, tasks being a separate tab, approvals being a separate tab. Yet you'll notice that in different modules, for instance, if I go to, let's see, service asset and configuration management has a bunch of these. You'll see that they aren't listed here in the blue bar up top. But if you click the little drop down next to SACM Home, you'll see that there's a number of different tabs that can be presented here as well. Other modules like service request, for instance, will have additional tabs. Live support, for instance, which is a nice feature for help desk functionality for quickly entering tickets and leveraging of the artificial intelligence to drive resolution of those tickets. A couple of the things that we'll cover here quickly. There's no data to look at in this particular tenant because we haven't deployed sample data as of yet. But just a quick talk through of views. So this is going to be a list. If there were records in here, there would be a list of records here displayed. But this filter button over here allows us to quickly and easily filter things however we see fit. So if we wanted to filter on just the change manager group, we could do that. If we wanted to have multiple in here, we could add that. So this would effectively result in a view of all tickets for the change manager group and the release manager group. To remove that filter on the view, just merely click the X. So you can see it's relatively quick and easy to identify different topics or different records that you want to look at. Date and times are covered in the relative sense. You can look at tickets today, yesterday, previous month, or if you wanted to get detailed dates, you could do that from a single date forward or to an actual date range, if you will, as well. You do have the ability to save these things as views. So up underneath the views drop down here, you can see that out of the box, there's a number of views and they change from module to module as well. Other kind of navigation things in the upper right hand corner, you'll have a little drop down next to your icon there. And these are things to get to the community, log out if you want to activate the mobile application, that sort of thing as well. And then underneath your um, uh, icon, you'll have different things here for preferences, so you can set where you want your homepage to go. You can maybe you're more focused on the change management um, arena, so you can set your homepage to go to the change calendar. So you can change these on a regular basis. I'm going to set mine back to dashboard because that's where I like to go. Some different features on here to use high contrast mode if you need high contrast. Desktop notifications can be enabled. Your contact information can be entered here as well. Um, but that's a quick run through of high level um, navigation inside of Service Manager Automation X. And with that, we'll get moving on. Thank you.